Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another video. I think this is going to kind of be like a Rachel's reading rambles because I have a lot to update on, and it was going to be the 2K Q&A, which by the way, thank you so much for 2K subscribers. Like, mind is blown and I still can't get over it, and it absolutely boggles my brain that I've got to this number because I feel like everyone says this, but I truly never thought I would get to this number. Yes, when I started BookTube, I thought, yeah, it'd be really cool to get to like 4 figures and get to 1K, that would be epic. But I never actually kind of ever looked past the 1K. So as the numbers kept creeping up, I really just wasn't ever expecting to like get to the next kind of big milestone, which was 2K, and I have, and it makes me so happy that you guys want to be along for this journey because I literally just do this for the fun of it. I really enjoy obviously reading books, if you can tell, and documenting my journey with reading and everything with you guys, and I really enjoy it. Yes, thank you for 2K, and we will get into some of the questions that people asked me when I kind of asked on social media for questions, because I was going to do a designated video, but I realised as I was coming to sit down, I have so many topics that I want to talk about. So this is going to be episode 6, maybe 7, 5, 6 or 7 episode number of Rachel's Reading Rambles, because I have a lot to talk about. And the first one I'm just going to quickly mention is my glasses. Hi, I do wear glasses. I just haven't worn them very frequently in a very long time, like pre-lockdown, because I got out of the habit of wearing them. So when I went for my regular eye test, I am so chill in this video, by the way. If you've seen these videos before, you guys know that I am so chill. So water, I'm not in any specific position. I'm just chilling out, talking to you guys, because I love doing these and I just wanted to like ramble and get all my thoughts out. But yes, glasses, I went to my recent eye test and I thought 25 quid for an eye test checkup, that'll be absolutely fine. I can budget for that. And they were like, no, you probably need new prescription in your glasses because your eyesight has got pretty bad. And it's this eye that has got so weak that I didn't realise until they do the test where they cover one up compared to the other. This eye, like all the all the black font and lettering that you have on general eye tests were blurry, like the outlines were blurry, which is not a good thing, like they were fuzzy. So I was like, yes, probably pay for new prescriptions, and new prescriptions aren't cheap. So I spent 100 quid on new glasses, not a new frame. I've had these frames for a while, but because these are new prescriptions, I am trying my best to wear them as much as possible because I stare at my screen pretty much from 5 AM in the morning all the way up to 10 PM at night, because I wake up at 5 AM and the first thing I do is turn on my computer to do my journal, have my cup of tea, watch a bit of YouTube before I work out, and usually my workouts include a spin bike and a phone screen so I can follow along classes. So once again, I am watching a screen, and then I probably have about an hour without a screen, and then I go straight back to my screen from 8 AM till 5 PM looking at a screen for my actual 8 to 5 job. And then afterwards I'm like, edit videos, watch YouTube, read, and even reading I should wear my glasses for reading. Basically my glasses are for concentration, so anytime I'm in front of a screen or in front of a book I need to wear my glasses, which being a booktuber, reading, being a graphic designer is my entirety of my life. So I'm really trying to get into the habit of wearing my glasses more often. So you should see these in videos more. And I did pay for anti-glare, so that's an extra 30 quid per lens. So you guys should appreciate it, that I should be able to wear my glasses in videos more, because you shouldn't see as bad of a reflection. There could still be reflections here and there, but it shouldn't be as bad. So I'm going to wear them for this video and test it out. If the glare is too much, I won't wear my glasses in future videos, but I'm just going to test out and see where we're at. But I wanted to sit down and chat to you guys today because I'm in a really good mood at the minute because the sun is shining. And that is massive because, oh, as the sun goes in, you'll probably be able to see it's a cloudy day, but the sun is out semi-partially. So it just makes you feel like it's officially spring. And I'm filming this on the 10th of March. So we are kind of heading in the direction of daylight savings, which means the clocks spring forward. So we're going to soon go into British summertime mode, which makes me so excited. I'm so excited. I was watching some vlogs this morning of like people in Hawaii and stuff, and it just makes me so excited, the fact that I get to go abroad this summer as well, which I think is making me even more excited for summer. And I'm just really, really excited for summer, you guys. And it's just because today's been kind of mild as well. We are at 14 degrees, which is pretty mild Celsius for the UK, or specifically where I live in the UK, it's pretty mild. And the fact that this blue skies, it's sunny. I've had my bedroom window open like consistently and just had birds chirping in the background whilst I've been working. Bliss, absolute bliss. So let me know in the comments what weather it is like where you are. If you are a summer person, so you're really looking forward to summer and you kind of thrive in summer, because that is me. As soon as the days get longer and it's sunnier, I'm more productive, more motivated. So that's personally me, but I do know some people do really struggle in summer. So if that is you, I'm sending my love out, because I know that although a lot of people kind of associate summer with happiness, there are people in this world that do really struggle during summertime. So just to put that out there, I myself is very much looking forward to the summertime. I wrote down a thing of list things I wanted to talk about. Oh yes, because I'm not weekly vlogging at the minute, just gonna get my book. Because I'm not weekly vlogging at the minute, I'm just taking a few days off because I want to continue weekly vlogging, but I don't want to burn myself out. So I'm doing a weekend reading vlog this weekend because I'm going into London with my sister and we're getting pancakes. I'm so excited. And we're going to this really cool like VR game thing my sister's planned. So it's gonna be really fun. So I'm gonna take you along on the weekend because I'm not seeing Mark, so I'll have plenty of reading around seeing my sister and stuff. But I have been reading Docile since last Thursday, so a week now, and I'm only 276 pages into it. And that's because I'm loving it and I don't want it to end. I'm really, really enjoying this book. Yes, it's got a bit slower. I do find this book is a very kind of like slow paced book. And if you're not kind of into that, you wouldn't enjoy this book. But I personally love getting to know characters, and you get a real good insight into Alex and Elijah in this book, which are the two main characters that's told in dual perspective. So from the get-go, I was going to enjoy this book because it's dual perspective, and I love multiple perspectives in books. At the beginning, the first 100 pages, I was reading it so quickly, I was like, this is going to be 5 stars. I don't know if it's going to be quite a 5 stars now because it is kind of slowing down in pace, and I just kind of like, it's taken me a while to read, which for me, in my opinion, if a book takes me a while to read, it can't be a 5 stars because it's clearly there's something not gravitating me towards that book to constantly read it all the time. And because this book has taken me a week, there's something in it that's not gravitating me to pick it up. And when I do pick it up, I absolutely love it, but it's not like a, oh my God, I'm not reading it, I'm really sad sort of book. It might just be the topic, to be honest, because if you don't know, Docile is about sex slavery, basically, in a kind of futuristic world where this really big like company and the kind of owners of this company, this family, the Bishop family, owns this company, and they've created a drug called Docilin. And Docilin basically makes you numb to everything kind of surrounding you, and you kind of become an android of sorts, but you're still human. And people go on Docilin because they sign up to pay off their debt. And people that take these dociles on board, they're called dociles because they've taken Docilin. And they sign up because they want to get rid of their debt, and then these famous people take them on board, they pay off their debt for them, but they go on Docilin to make them kind of forget the whole experience because they kind of force them to have sex, and it's kind of about suicide and rape and all this sort of like really triggering things that people don't want to remember. So they take this drug to kind of make it easier to pay off their debt, if that makes sense. But it's easier to kind of explain if you read it or if you know what I'm talking about. But it's a very fascinating concept, and I'm very, very intrigued about where the story is going to go, which is making me want to continue to read it. But it is difficult to read, so maybe that's why I have a slower reading pace regarding it. But I'm really hoping I can finish it by the end of the weekend. I am over halfway, so I'm hoping to read another like 150 pages today and then kind of finish it off over Friday, Saturday and Sunday, because I realise it's the 10th of March and I've only finished 1 book so far this month. So it is definitely my slowest reading pace so far in 2022, but that is fine because I am enjoying what I'm reading. I'm not like 100% every single night I'm sitting down to read for 5 hours on end, which I sometimes do. But in March, I haven't kind of found that priority with reading. I've wanted to do other things. And one of the other things that I've been doing is changing my rating system. That was a really bad transition, but it works. So I just wanted to kind of discuss this with you guys, because if you've been following my channel kind of like maybe from like 2021 up until now, you'll realise, perhaps, maybe you don't, maybe this is very self-centered to think that people might have realised, but I've rated a lot more books higher this year And people might be like, but you don't rate books high. And I didn't used to. 5 stars used to only be books that are brand new favorites. I'm going to reread all the time. These are iconic books in my collection. These are the books that brand me. Every time I want people to think of my channel, they're going to be thinking of these books, i.e. Billy and Me, Olive, All Boys Aren't Blue. You know the gist by now. And so only those books were getting 5 stars, like all-time brand new favorite books. Whereas in 2022, I just wanted a more relaxed, stress-free reading experience. And for me, that meant just absorbing myself in books and just enjoying them for what they are rather than critically thinking about them. And therefore that kind of shifted my mindset into my enjoyment and my rating system. So just to kind of cover it, if you guys would like to know, my new rating system is 1 star, hated it, but somehow I got through it. 2 star, it was fine. 3 star, it was good. 4 star, it was really good. 5 star, oh my god, fantastic, this book was incredible. This probably seems quite self-explanatory to a lot of people and probably how a lot of people rate books anyway, but for me, those sayings, so 3 stars, it was good, 4 stars, it was really good, I tend to, this might sound really strange, I tend to, when I'm reading books, think to myself or give myself the question of, am I enjoying this book? And if I'm going like, yeah, this is a really good book, it's gonna be a 4 star. If I'm like, oh my god, this is a fucking good book, it'll probably be like a 5 stars almost. And if it was like, yeah, this is a fine book, like it's nothing amazing, but I'm getting through it, it's an enjoyable read, then it'll be a 3 stars. And I'm just asking myself that question, am I enjoying this book? And dependent on that answer will be the rating. It's not, 5 stars don't have to be like, oh my god, brand new favorites anymore. They're just going to be really, really good books that I had a well of a time to read, which is why I think in 2021, if I read Docile in 2021, it probably been like a 3.5 to 4 star book, but now it's going to be like a 4.5 star because I'm not being so critical on my reading and I am just rating books based on my enjoyment. And I think that is really, really important in terms of not making reading a chore and to make sure that you're constantly enjoying reading and not kind of making it any less than what it is. And it's literally just a pastime. It's a pastime that I really, really enjoy and love to document, and it's nothing more than that and it's nothing less than that. So by changing my rating system, I've changed my mindset, or vice versa. By changing my mindset, I naturally changed my rating system to something that was a lot more relaxed and gave myself a lot more freedom. I just wanted to like raise that with you guys in case you were wondering, like, Rachel's reading so many 5 stars this year, this is incredible. But those 5 stars now, yes, some of them could be brand new favorites of all time, like my old 5-star rating, or they could just be really, 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 really good books. So that was another thing that I wanted to talk about. What else have we got on my list? So let's hop straight in to my 2K Q&A. I can't believe once again that I have reached 2K, and I think it is pretty incredible that it's no easy feat. If you can think about it, YouTube is a massive space, but BookTube is growing and becoming more and more dense every single month, every single year, every single day, as people like realize what BookTube is and want to be a part of it. And I love BookTube, and everyone who is in it. I love everyone who's part of this community, and everyone is valid to have their own space in BookTube. And however big or small you are, everyone is still valid as booktubers, and I just appreciate all of you who create content, because personally I know how tough it can be sometimes. Like today, I was like, I don't want to film my lunch break, I really don't want to have to straighten my hair and do my makeup and get ready and film, and sometimes you really have to push that barrier to get to create content. But when you do sit in front of a camera, for me personally anyway, it's just joyous. I absolutely, this sounds weird, but I fucking love talking to a camera. And I know it sounds strange, but I've always been, or should I say, I've recently grown to be a very talkative person. So when no one wants to hear my rambles, I know there's people out there that do, and that's kind of how I have this channel. And I just really appreciate every single one who supports me, likes my channel, likes the videos, comments, subscribes, and all that jazz. So I did ask on Instagram and Twitter. No one on Twitter replied, so that's absolutely fine. But some people replied on Instagram. So I'm just gonna like read out a few. It's gonna be kind of quick fire because I do realize I've been rambling for quite a while as it is already. So my friend Abby, who I met back through blogging when we both lifestyle blogged, which is a wild time back in like 2013, 14, she asked for advice on BookTube, like how to start your own channel. And for me, it personally is just sit in front of a camera and do it. Maybe pick a video that you really enjoy watching. So if you've watched booktube for years before you want to start your own channel, but you really enjoyed filming TBRs, film a TBR. If you really enjoy watching vlogs, film a reading vlog. If you want to kind of grow yourself in the community and get to know people, I think the best avenue for you is the booktube newbie tag, because you can just search booktube newbie tag on booktube and or YouTube even. Like booktube is its own website, it should be. And so many videos will come up, and you can find like-minded people who read the same books as you, who have the same favorite books as you, who have the same favorite authors. And I think that's a great way to do it. So I think finding a video that you enjoy watching and film it yourself. But I do think advice on booktube, you can go into so many different avenues, but it sounds so repetitive. But I do think it's just do what you love to do and just make a video that you love watching, because when you're happy making that video, people will receive it better on the other side. So that's the first question. So pages and underscore and screens asked a lot of questions, so I'm gonna quick fire a few of those. And one of them was, what is your dream job? And my dream job is to personally be a product designer at Disney. That would be absolutely incredible. Just imagine me like designing Spirit jerseys. I know Spirit jerseys is like a separate company. I don't think Disney actually create Spirit jerseys themselves, but like Mickey ears and t-shirts and magic bands, and oh my god, brilliant. So yeah, definitely want to be a product designer one day at the Disney company. I think that would be absolutely incredible. And then Books with Brogan asked, would you ever do YouTube full time? I think it's incredible that YouTube can now become a job, because 15 years ago, YouTube was not possible to even be a full-time job. And now that YouTube can actually be like income for people is incredible. And I think it would be epic to be able to have the freedom to do YouTube all day and just kind of like travel when you want and create content and look like kind of allows you to like live and support your family and stuff. I think that'd be absolutely incredible. Whether that path is for me, I don't know. I would love to work for myself one day. I would love to be like a freelance designer or have kind of like a shop or a brand that's my own, that I can work for myself and I can hire people to kind of help me with different like situations. But whether that it will include YouTube, I don't know. Pages underscore and screen also asked, your perfect Disney World day. Oh, perfect Disney World day, Jesus. A lot. I would wake up in my favourite resort of Port Orleans French Quarter, and I would go to the quick service. I'm getting teary-eyed. Why am I getting teary-eyed? I would go to the quick service and get their chocolate chip pancakes. Epic, to fuel myself up for the day. I would go hop on a Disney transportation bus and head over to Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom for rope drop. And no, I'm gonna hop on a Disney transportation bus to Animal Kingdom. It is my home park, and I can rope drop Animal Kingdom and run straight over to Flight of Passage, which is my favourite ride in Animal Kingdom. Do that like twice back to back, and then I'd probably go and do the Animal Kingdom Kilimanjaro Safari, which is where you go on a safari and you see loads of animals within Disney's Conservation Fund. So I'll go and do that, and then I'd probably I'll probably hop over to Magic Kingdom, and I would do all the rides that I love in Magic Kingdom. Meet Winnie the Pooh, meet Mickey Mouse, do Carousel of Progress, Space Mountain. Oh, so many things I want to do that I can't kind of pinpoint it into one day, but I would 100% end the day watching Happily Ever After, if it was still around, which it isn't anymore. But I'm kind of basing it off when I last went to Disney World, which is in 2019, when Happily Ever After was still around. I would finish watching that with an ice cream cone or maybe a Casey's Corner hot dog. Going on a People Mover, maybe when the fireworks go off. Astro Orbiters. Oh, the days when I can get back to Walt Disney World will be blissful. Trust me. Bookscape, which I know is Lauren, who has gifted me kindly some of her bookmarks over the years. She has an Etsy store. She asked me, what has been your favourite video to film? Some of my favourite videos to film are my TBRs. I love filming TBRs, but my favourite ever TBR that I've done is my April TBR, which is when I had an Easter egg hunt to find the prompts within Easter eggs to kind of pick my TBR, and Mark helped me out. He hid the eggs, we ran around my garden, we found all the eggs. One of my favorite videos ever that I filmed, and it is coming back this April, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, because I loved filming that video and I think it was so fun, and it is definitely coming back for 2022. And my other favorite video that I've ever filmed is my Magical Hopathon announcement video for October 2021. I absolutely loved hosting that readathon. I'm so excited to bring it back for the second time, but that video I'm so proud of, and I had so much fun filming it, talking to you guys all about Disney and showing you some of the snacks and the rides and the shows and stuff that Disney had to offer. Was one of my favorite videos to film. Pages_and_screen also asked me, where do I see myself in 5 years time? God, Jesus Christ, 5 years time, I'll be 30. So hopefully I'll be moved out with Mark, because we're hoping to move out in 2023, so next year. So we'll be moved out. Hopefully we've moved out and then moved out again. So I'll be in my, maybe my second, maybe my permanent home, my permanent family home. I'll be 30. So engaged to Mark. Hopefully, and my first kid most likely, which is crazy to think about. If you didn't know, I do have a chronic illness, and within that chronic illness it is a lot harder for me to get pregnant, and so the younger that I am, it's better for my pregnancy, and also the younger my kidney is. If you didn't know, I have a transplanted kidney. My other natural native kidneys that were born with me no longer work, so I have a transplanted kidney, which is my dad's kidney. And my dad just turned 60, so obviously that kidney that I have inside me now is 60 years old, because that kidney was born with my dad and my dad just turned 60. So my kidney that is working, my fully working kidney, is 60 years old. And obviously kidneys naturally deteriorate, if you didn't know. So as you get older, your kidneys naturally deteriorate over time. It's natural. But I don't have my natural kidneys anymore. I don't have the kidneys I was born with. I have a 6-year-old kidney. So the longer I leave wanting to have a kid, getting pregnant, whatever, is the older my kidney is, and pregnancy has a lot of strain on kidneys. So the sooner I have a child, basically, the better, because we need me in prime health and also the kidney in prime health as well. So within 5 years, moved out of Mark, engaged to Mark, and have a child, which is crazy to say. So personally, that is what I would like. Career-wise, I would love to be within the stepping stones of either getting to Disney, so having a contact, doing an interview, getting in the door some way, or being there, actually working there would be incredible. And having gone to Disney maybe another like 4 or 5 times. That would be brilliant. That's where I see myself in 5 times. Just happy, healthy, growing my family, being with Mark, and just being happy. I can't ask for much more than that. That's kind of been my dream since I was very young, was to kind of be a stable family. And go to Disney a lot and have a healthy working kidney. So as long as my kidney stays decent and healthy, and I stay decent and healthy, and I can achieve all that, I'll be very, very happy. Lauren also asked, I'm jumping all over the place with this. Lauren also asked, what are your favourite videos to watch on BookTube? My favourite videos to watch on BookTube, if I'm being very, 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 very specific, are TBRs, and my favourite TBR games to watch are Book Nests, Fictionary. I absolutely love watching her. TBR game, I absolutely love watching. Who else is TBR game? I love watching Trivial Pursuit by JD Ray Reid. I love watching, I think her name is Sarah, the Star Hopper TBR game. I absolutely love watching her TBR game. I love watching my TBR game. Not that I have one anymore. Who else is TBRs? I just love watching TBRs. I do really, really enjoy watching TBRs, but they blank me my favourite TBR games to watch. Oh, of course, Steph loves version of Bookopoly. I love watching that one. I just love watching like actual TBR games. Absolutely love watching actual TBR games. However, on the other hand, reading vlogs are my second favourite videos to watch, and my favourite reading vlog goes to Chloe Reads Books weekly reading vlogs. I love her. I love her to pieces. I'm so glad I met her through this community. And there's just something so comforting about waiting until like 9:30, 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning and getting there first and watching Chloe's reading vlog. Love it. I 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 love it. Lauren also asked, how do you stay so organised? And you know what, Lauren? I don't. It's all a front. I've been really bad recently. I haven't been using my bullet journal. I've been doing the bare minimum. I haven't felt very productive. I haven't felt very motivated. It was an even struggle to film this video today, but I knew I'd feel better for it if I did, so I forced myself. And that's sometimes what you have to do. You have to jump over that hurdle. in not wanting, so the hurdle is in the middle, not wanting to do anything, jumping over the hurdle and just getting it done and feeling better afterwards, and knowing what your feeling is going to be after you've done that task. Like, you're going to feel relieved, you're going to feel elated, you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel productive. All those sorts of things are post hurdle. You need to jump over that hurdle to get there, and sometimes that's what I have to do. But to stay organized, my main things are just making sure I'm on track with everything. I write a lot of notes. I have a lot of notebooks. My bullet journal is my main source of keeping things and up to date. I use Google Calendar for events and appointments, and I check that every morning when I wake up at 5 a.m. The first thing I do is turn on my computer, look at my Google Calendar, make sure if I'm free, if I've got any appointments, make sure that I remember those appointments. I go into my bullet journal, I write down all the tasks that I need to get done that day, as well as the events that I need to go to or anything like that. And I just make sure that I'm on top of it every single morning. I make time, I wake up earlier, specifically to check my diary, to check that I'm on track, and to check that I know what I'm doing for that day, and making an agenda for that day. Whether I want to get 10 things done, 2 things done, 1 thing done, I write it down and I make sure I get it done. That's kind of just how I stay organized, and making sure you get your daily to-do list done enables the rest of your week to go smoothly. Unlike today, because I was like, I really have to film today, because if I don't film today, I won't have a video up for Sunday. And how would that make me feel? How would it make me feel if I missed a video for Sunday? It made me feel quite shit, actually, and quite sad. I don't want to miss an upload because I really enjoy doing this, so I should really film a video today. Okay, fine. So what are those steps that I need to do in order to film the video? I need to straighten my hair, do my makeup. I really can't bother to do my makeup. But you're not feeling very good because you haven't got makeup on. How would it feel if you had makeup on? I'd feel better about myself. I'd feel more confident. My spots will be hidden and my eyebrows will be done, and I'll just feel a lot better about myself. So I just kind of like take everything step by step these days, because sometimes at the minute I am really struggling, and I think as soon as summer hits I will improve. My mood will improve. But at the minute I am struggling to do day-to-day things. All I want to do is do the bare minimum, and that sometimes just means working out. I find a massive passion in working out and fitness, so I make sure I work out every day when I can to make myself feel better. And so my bare minimum tasks at the minute, and what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks actually, my tasks tend to be working out. The days I need to wash my hair, I wash my hair. I do my 8 to 5 job, and I read. Those are the only things I do. I don't put more pressure on myself, because at the minute I really am not motivated to do much more than that. So that's just getting a bit real with you guys. Sometimes I'm not motivated, sometimes I'm not productive, and sometimes I am not organized. But I have steps in place for those days that I don't feel those ways, but I need to be productive and motivated, because sometimes you don't feel like it, but it needs to get done. And I think we have one more question, which is from Jess from Books Past Bedtime. I absolutely love her channel. I've been following her for a good while now. And her question was, what book that doesn't already have an adaptation would you most like to see be adapted? And if you guys know me, I think the only answer to that question is Olive. I've never really thought about this being adapted, but I think it would make a really, really good TV show on like Netflix or Hulu or HBO, you know, one of those things, about 4 girls kind of just learning the ropes and stuff. I think it would be a really, really good TV show. So that's that. And those are all the questions that I have for my Q&A. I was going to go through my reading journal, so bear with. If you didn't know, I have a reading journal, which is a bit like a bullet journal, but for all things reading. And I do have a video up on my channel of my February reading journal and flipping through that as I discussed the books that I read in February. But I realised when I was filming that video, what I wanted to do, but I never actually did, was to show you my favourite spreads of my reading journal so far, so basically my January spreads, because I felt like when I wasn't filming my journal, I was doing more adventurous spreads because I wasn't having to try and figure out a camera angle and all this sorts of things. Or I got hair in my mouth. No, I got hair like under my eye. So I actually found that I created better spreads in January. So I just want to show these quickly. And my favourite spreads are these two, for Honey Girl and A Man Called Ube. Absolutely adore how these two came out. And my other favourite spreads, this is going to be a really, really quick like segment, but I just wanted to show you the How to Fail spread, because I absolutely love it. This was a non-fiction book I read in January, and I just wrote all my favourite quotes from the book in little speech bubbles and stuff. Like, in order to succeed on a grand scale, you have to be willing to fail on an equally grand scale too. And then the other one is, I learned that if your life is not how you want it to be, then it's never too late to change that life. And the other one is, I just think that magic is in the uncomfortable space sometimes. And the last two is, there is no one on this big wide planet you can understand the uniqueness of you more than you. So just be yourself. You know yourself most, so you just know, instincts. And the last one is, and it isn't so much more empowering to focus on what our bodies can't do rather than what they look like. Wait, I don't get that one. Did I write that down wrong? And isn't it so much, I got it. And isn't it so much more empowering to focus on what our bodies can do rather than what they look like, which is very, very crucial when it comes to days when you want to work out just to make sure you see those abs or you see those muscles, but really you're working out for the inside of your body and to make sure that your mind and your body is healthy on the inside and not what it looks like on the outside. And I think that because I've been rambling for ages, I didn't realize this video was going to be quite so long. I'm going to leave you guys to it. I've really enjoyed chatting to you guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below anything that you want to talk about. You can ramble as much as I've rambled. You can vent and get something off your chest. This is a safe place for everyone to get involved. If you're reading something currently, let me know what you're reading in the comments. What are you getting up to at the weekend, or what did you get up to at the weekend? Video is going live on Sunday. What book would you like to see adapted? Let me know. Anything and everything, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below to see future content from me. And without further ado, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.